Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally that time. I think I've had a comment about this on just about every video I've made in the last 6 months. Everybody wants to know the cost, and I know a lot of YouTubers try and not talk about money stuff and blah blah blah, but quite honestly, I don't care. I'm just going to tell it to you straight, because I think that's interesting, and I wanted to know personally. Actually, I was very terrified to know how much I put into this thing, because at the end of the day, it's still a military surplus Humvee. It takes a very special person to ever want to buy something like this. I did list it on Marketplace to see what would happen, and I got a lot of offers, so I was pleasantly surprised, and I think you will be shocked about the price in one way or another. But let's roll the footage of me driving the Humvee so you don't lose interest and click off the video, because I know you don't want to just look at my ugly mug the whole time. Alright, here we go. Total cost. The three main categories are initial costs, maintenance and repairs, and upgrades. But I am going to go through all three of these things and then show you the grand total at the end, and also the grand total if you didn't do any upgrades, which is perfectly fine. You just get a Humvee and not do these upgrades if you want, and just do the maintenance to get it back on the road. So, starting with the initial cost. This is the bare bones for me anyway, to just get a Humvee off of GovPlanet, ship it to my house, and have it in my garage. So, buying the Humvee, flat out, was $12,500 to win that auction. My Humvee on the auction listing said it had nothing wrong with it other than a weak brake pedal, which actually turned out to be incorrect. I think $12,500 is probably a good middle of the road average cost to win a bare bones Humvee with relatively nothing wrong with it, hopefully, if the listing's correct, and very little damage. That's in good condition with low miles. That's what I would classify mine as. Now you have to add on the shipping cost to, of course, get it to your house. For me, that was $800. And I shipped it from, I think it was Georgia to St. Louis. That was about $800. And then the registration and taxes and all that stuff added up to about $1,500. And that brings us a total initial startup cost of $14,800. So, next thing I'm going to get into is maintenance and repairs. So I'm just going to run through these items very quickly. Thermostat, $50. New gauges, $177. New lift pump for the fuel, $53. Injection return lines, because mine were leaking, $32. Glow plugs times 2 now, $125. New start box. This was the most major thing on this list. It's what controls the glow plugs to warm them up and make the Humvee start. $937. That one was a bummer. Lug nuts, because I was missing a few, $38. Shocks, because they went bad, $171. Hood bumpers or spacers or whatever you want to call them, they go over the airlift hooks, $70, because mine were worn out. Air filter box clamp, because mine broke, $99. New steering box, because I think I probably broke mine trying to adjust it, but it was also leaking before that, so I didn't feel like rebuilding it. $552. That was by far the second biggest thing. Mirror bracket was damaged when I got it, $70. Air ducting was basically, you could crumple it in your hands, $16.50. The time delay module, honestly, probably didn't need that, but replaced it before the box because I was hoping that would be it. $71. Thermostatic switch, $37. Windshield washer reservoir, $20. I had to add a CDR valve because the current one was missing, and they just took a tube and bent it into the crankcase and where the CDR valve would go. That was $18. Oil pressure sending unit went bad, $52. Front brake pads were just worn out, $251. And new radiator hoses as a preventative measure because the current ones were looking a little bit rough, $91. All in all, this added up to almost $3,000. It was $2,977.31. Okay, so before I get into the cost of just the initial and just the total, and if you want, you can probably just add it up in your head, but I hope you can stick with me for the cost of the upgrades, because this is very interesting and something you definitely want to factor in if you're buying a Humvee versus, let's say, a Jeep or a 4Runner or something like that as an off-road machine. Because let me tell you, if you don't know how to fabricate, this stuff gets very expensive because there's just not a lot of sellers. Of course, my phone rings. Starting with paint. This is not unique to a Humvee, but all in that costs about $800. Not necessarily that you repaint your Humvee, but that's why I have it in the upgrades kit. A grounding kit, which honestly, this probably should be under maintenance. This is like electrical grounding and make sure all your electronics work and you don't blow a start box up and all this stuff. That was $58. I added seat belts. Reason I list that as an upgrade is because it did come with seat belts, but they were the style I don't really like. Versus the normal traditional type seat belts I added. Those were $80. Dash lights, $20. I just want to make the dash brighter. I added pod lights, $55. New hinges, $45. I did an intake bracket. Trying to even remember what that is. Oh, I had to add that onto the snorkel intake that came with the Humvee. That was $50. Trailer electrical adapter, so I can tow my jet ski trailer and have the lights work. That was $150 for me. Probably overpaid for that, but I didn't know how to make one. Exhaust tip, $17. Rear storage box, $45. Radio tray, I made that into a cup holder. It's pretty cool. $45. LED headlights, $50. Toolbox, $300. That's the toolbox I have in the bed. The top, $99. I'm surprised that wasn't more. Okay. Yeah, that was clearly a typo. That was $1,995 for everything that went into the top on the Humvee. So, I'm changing that real quick. Tire carrier, $600. Would not really recommend this. The one I have, was supposed to be really nice, and now I can't even get it to swing open. So that was unfortunate. But anyway, I bought an extra wheel for the tire carrier. That was $177. Tires. This is something you don't even think about, but was huge because I didn't want the stock military tires. They're terrible off-road. I got Interco TRX US radials, 37-inch, I think. And that was $2,422 for 5 of those bad boys. Paradex by Design cooling kit. This helps cool the rear cylinders, makes your engine last a little bit longer. $150. Raptor liner for the inside in the bed. $273. My hard door kit from Cobra Tech, $3,575. That's kind of just what they cost, unfortunately. Seats, $660. Those were Smitty built seats. Highly recommend those. Rock rails, $2,394. They are beastly rock rails, but oh my gosh, that's expensive. Rear bumper was $1,130. Sorry, can't talk. Winch, $1,077 for that 24-volt Sherpa winch. Front bumper, $1,600. Now, all that being said and done, you're probably wondering the total cost. I understand. So let's start with the total initial cost plus the total cost of maintenance and repairs. So far, we are at $14,800 initial plus the $2,977 maintenance. So that's kind of, that was one digit away from being something really cool. But if you just want to own a Humvee and have it completely authentic and just get it reliable with no frills, no nothing whatsoever, there's probably a few more costs because you might have to get some new seats and stuff, but basically bare bones Humvee. You were looking at $17,777. I wish it would have been $1,776. That would have been really cool. Oh wait, that would have been only 4 digits. But anyway, I digress. So that's what you're looking at. About 18 grand, let's say even, just to get a Humvee off of GovPlanet, keep it as is. You know, we're talking no roof, no nothing. Just get it reliable. I would say to add a few frills like a roof and, you know, certain other things, let's just call it 20 grand even. If you want to build it into a beast like mine and do all these upgrades, this is the moment of truth, the drum roll moment. You are looking at $35,547. Now, if you know how to fabricate and you know how to do it well, you can reduce that cost significantly. Unfortunately, even though I think I could probably take that Humvee and put it back together if I wanted to. I can't really fabricate. I don't know how to weld. I know, it's embarrassing. So it would be significantly less if you knew how to do that. And yeah, so $35,547. To me, that's a little bit disgusting. I was hoping I didn't spend that much money, but as long as I got it repainted, if I were to turn around and sell this thing, I think I could get about 40 for it. So, you know, even just breaking even on a vehicle is not bad. And I think more or less these are going to go up in value. You don't see very many street legal Humvees. Eventually, GovPlanet's going to quit auctioning them off because there won't be any more to do that with. A lot of people are just going to buy these things and completely trash them, and that'll take more of them off the road. So I think I'm not too upset with that, to be honest, you know? It's not too disgusting. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Shamelessly gonna beg for that. Thank you very much, as always, for the support. Bye-bye.